Okay, today I'm going to talk about the national security and Chinese internet security. First of all, before I was using the Evernote for jotting down the notes and remember my password as well. So Evernote is from the United States, which is not safe for everyone because in China, Chinese with American, now the situation is very harsh. This is from America. So properly, I remember from California. Now is the Chinese and American joint venture company established in China for the Chinese version. You can see this is the Evernote. Many people using it worldwide, but I think it's not safe. If now I use this one 有道云笔记，就是by NetEase 网易的有道云也很好用 the Chinese version for Chinese only, so it's very safe now. Even cloud, I use Tencent we cloud and also the Baidu cloud and also Huawei cloud. Before I was using Google Drive, so now I use Tencent Drive, Tencent we cloud and Baidu cloud. So now it's different. I don't use Google Drive anymore because Google doesn't comply with the Chinese national security law. That's why we couldn't use it in China. So now it's more convenient if we use the Chinese Tencent, Baidu, Huawei. I can use overseas as well. So which will be more convenient for me going to overseas to going to China. Yeah, those Tencent Drive, Baidu Wanpeng, cloud, Huawei cloud also can use foreign countries overseas. But if you use Google Drive, you couldn't use in China. Even email now, I use Sina, Yaoxiang, Petal Mail by Huawei, and also QQ Mail by Tencent. Hotmail before I was using. Those kind of mail you cannot use in China. Hotmail before I was using, now is maybe Microsoft bought it or cooperated together, I don't know. So it's now under Microsoft, I think. And you couldn't use it in China maybe for Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo Mail because they don't comply with the Chinese Internet National Security Law. Internet Security Law, remember? Like now Gmail also, before I was using. It's like in the United States, they don't comply. I mean, they don't give Huawei to use. They don't let Huawei to sell their cell phone, to sell their services as well. Even there is no evidence, which is ridiculous, right? So now in China, they have solid reason to abandon those emails and companies because they don't comply with the national security law, the law, especially the internet security law. So that's why now it's more safe for me. I use Chinese Sina email, Petal Mail by Huawei, and QQ Mail by Tencent. Before I was using Hotmail, Yahoo, and Gmail. And Hotmail now is under Microsoft maybe, and Yahoo now is under Google, I think. It's kind of weird, huh? So now I'm using cloud. I don't use Google Drive, so very safe and very sweet home. Now I'm Chinese, which is very good for me, very safe. I can use it overseas and also use it in China. No more, problem. And now my principle is from local to cloud,本地化 to 云端化。现在我的 my main principle and my main revolution for me myself is to put off everything from local to the cloud and from the American and Japanese apps and the foreign apps, removed them all to Chinese ones. That will be my main target, main goal, and the main revolution, and the main, the principle, okay, for me, to shift all the things to local, from local to cloud, and to get rid of all the American and Japanese apps. Normally, I don't use any Japanese apps. I don't use any Japanese apps. Before I was using a lot of American apps, so I need to get rid all of them. Okay, right. So now it's very safe and for me. So I don't need to be afraid of any sanction by the United States. So the Evernote, for example, if the United States sanctions China and cut off all the things, so I couldn't use the Evernote, and then I will lose anything. Like in Russia now, they just sanction Russia, and then everything has been lost. Like the Apple Pay cannot use, and all the things cannot use. That will be very dangerous. Now I can use, if I use back my own country stuff, good.